Hello, everybody. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I actually need to get my phone so that I can see the comments. All right. And hopefully, everybody is able to see me and is watching. And we are live, y'all. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot, everybody. My name is Catherine, and I am here to get this party started. Now, listen, listen. Long time no hear from, okay? I know, right? It's been a minute. I've been promising to go live and promising to go live, and y'all know how I get down. I do not go live unless the energy is living, and it just had not been, and now I'm good. So here I am, guys. As promised, here I am. So I'm trying to get into this really quick, really quick. Hold on. I want to see if I can get into my channel page because it's not letting me. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually, it's not letting me, so I'm going to have to do this another way. There I am. Okay, I'm here. Now, one other thing. Hello, everybody. Make sure if you are in the building that you drop a like. Drop a like for me. All right. Say something in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat to let me know you are in the building. Everybody, thumbs up, thumbs up. That is if you want to be known. Okay. If you want to stay incognito, that is definitely on you. And hello, D. Hey, love. My favorite, my one and only. Okay, my one and only. If there is no other, I am telling you, this is one of my faithful, tried and true subscribers. And big shout out to D, everybody, because her energy has been such a light to the channel. So, hello. And I am very happy to have her in my comments. She is a light to me, if nothing else. So thank you so much, D, for being a loyal subscriber. I know your first live. I feel like it's my first live, D. I never go live. And I know that that's one of the reasons why my channel is in the dust right now. So I'm working on it. And so I'm here. I am here. I'm present. So that's all I could do. I said, if I don't do anything today, I am going to go on live and we will figure it out once I get there. So here I am. I'm here. I am here. And I am present. But I did want to definitely say, welcome back, everybody. I am back in full action. I was out for an entire month. I had surgery. I was out. I was just basically uploading videos and making sure I replied to comments, but that was pretty much all I was doing for almost an entire month or more. So I am back in action. I am doing my thing now, and I am feeling great, actually. I did also want to say that, yes, if you haven't noticed, I know I've noticed, channel viewership is way down this year. Okay. It has been down for some time now, but that is okay. That is okay. I think that this is definitely has been a testament, but it's also been showing me where my weak areas are and the things that I need to do. And I definitely need to deliver on my promises better to have better interaction with you guys. So, and thank you so much, D. I really appreciate it. You know, it's definitely people like you that help okay, make this easier, and you give me the confidence and the motivation to keep going every day. So I do appreciate your comments, and all of your viewership is definitely noticed and definitely appreciated, and you definitely are on my mind, my thoughts and prayers. And that if that's anything I can offer to my subscribers, that is one thing I will do. And also coming in good intentions, and I feel like that's very important as a tarot reader, to always focus on being a better person as an individual, because then you're coming and you're talking to people, and your energy, you know what I'm saying, is kind of going across channel lines. And I wouldn't want my energy to come across to you guys if it wasn't proper. So, therefore, I stay checking myself. Hey, Taylor. Hey, how are you? Thank you for stopping in and dropping in. And that's what I'm talking about. Like people like you and Taylor. Kennedy is another one. I definitely want to give a major, major shout out to my girl Kennedy. I love you. I miss you. And I am doing well. Thank you so much. I am doing well. I was just saying I was out for surgery and I'm back and I'm feeling much better. And I was just saying that yes, channel viewership is down, and I don't care. I don't care. I've seen one side of the game and I'm on the other side of it now. But I was also shown this, and I also was shown in my third season. So I feel like in my junior year, there's going to be a shift. And I feel like I'm in that shift in that season right now. So I feel like now is an opportune time. So as much support from you guys, and all of the support that I could ever ask for is what you guys always do, and that's just show up. That is just show up. So I appreciate that. And you said a lot of your readings have resonated for me. My son just had his tonsils done too, but he's only 5. Oh, boo boo. It was terrible. I can only imagine the pain he was in. Yes, I was praying for you. And you know what? Your prayers were definitely felt across the board. Dee is another prayer warrior. I definitely feel her good energy. Um, every time I show my face on this channel, you know. So I sit up tall for my 1 viewer, my 2 viewers, my 5, my 10, or my 100. You know, it never matters to me. All that matters is that I'm showing up and that I'm in good energy and spirits when I show up. So if I'm not showing up, then there's definitely either a need for rest, or the energy is not doing what it needs to do in order for me to get on live and present myself in front of you all. So that's important to me as a reader. I'm not just going to get on here and just throw something together because I want to stay in the algorithms. I don't care about that. But it is important for me to get back into it and to be interactive with you guys. I think that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? And you are so welcome, Taylor. Thank you. And I feel like to me, y'all, because y'all think I'm crazy, but I had a dream that I was going to be using my hands to, you know, bring people together that were going in different directions, and they didn't know where they were going. They didn't know where they were going. And my arms in the dream that I had, my arms stretched out like Inspector Gadget's arms would stretch out. And this was long before I did started my journey with reading tarot, knowing that I had a gift. This was kind of the beginning of it because I was having like a series of dreams. All right. And I talk about this on my other channel. I will talk about this on this channel as well. But I started having these dreams, and then in this dream, I was in near the arch. Okay. And I live in the Midwest in Missouri. So, you know, there's an arch in St. Louis, right? So I was downtown. There were a lot of people running around, and they were like, it was mayhem. Okay. It was mayhem. And all I know is that my arms started to stretch out like Inspector Gadget's arms used to stretch out. Anybody knows who Inspector Gadget is, it ages me, but it was a cartoon back in the day, and they probably still play it on some channels now. But Inspector Gadget and his arms used to you know, like extend out. He was a robot, okay? But yeah, my arms extended out, and I was gathering people, as many people as I could gather into my arms. I gathered into my arms, and then like within a blink of an eye, we were all gathered together up into the arch. We were all sitting like at the top of the arch. And if anybody knows about the St. Louis Arch, they have like a conservatory at the top where you can like travel up into like these elevator things and go up into the top of the arch and stand and look down. And oh my god, it's an experience. I've done it a couple of times, and it's kind of traumatizing. I don't think I would want to do it again. But in this dream, I gathered the people that were running. It was mayhem. There was something bad happening, right? And I had to get the people. So we were waiting up above in this arch, right? And we were waiting on something to come and fight for us. Okay, that's all I know. And then I woke up. So that was one of the visions that I had. And that was the beginning of a lot of different things that kind of led me into this journey. But all of that to say this, that I never anticipated even doing tarot. You know what I mean? I never anticipated that I would even do it. I always listened to it. I thought it was, I got a kick out of it. But I never really agreed with it, the aspect. I come from a very, very Christian background, and they speak against it, and they don't believe in tarot and think that it's, of the devil. Some people will say that, and I don't agree with that at all. I agree with the fact that there are people who practice dark and sadistic things. There are people who practice spell work. There are people who play with demonic energies. There are people who do spells. They chant. They practice witchcraft. They fool with voodooism and all kinds of, but those are their beliefs, right? That's not my practice. That's not my belief. I believe in God, okay? I believe in the God of the Holy Bible, okay? That is what I was raised and taught. Now, I also believe that there are people that are godly, right? That are not of God. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a difference. And those can be all the very same people that say tarot is witchcraft. We don't believe in that. And those same people will also not give any energy into like if you think about the pyramids and the hieroglyphics, you know what I'm saying, and those different things, they don't think about the fullness of the information that is here on this planet, okay? And there is a ton of information, and it comes in many different forms. All right. And it is very closed and small minded for someone to just go and say, that's of the devil, when you know nothing about what I even do. You know what I'm saying? How can you say that when you don't even know my heart? You should be careful speaking evil or calling something good evil, just like you have to be careful calling something evil good. Do you see what I'm saying? It goes both ways. And I agree with that. And I also agree that, yes, there are some bad people that have put a very dark negative energy into the art, right? And that makes me sad that there are people like that. But this is, and there are regular, normal, everyday people that do spell work and they don't even realize what they're doing. They're giving the evil eye. They're walking around wishing bad and negative and hateful things on people. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting people to progress, not wanting people to do well. Do you see what I'm saying? That's spiteful. That's of the devil. That's demonic. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like people should be very careful as to how they just judge things, because even in the Bible, okay, um God, when he gave or sent a message, he didn't necessarily always send it through religious means. Do you see what I'm saying? Religious means. Okay, he would use all different walks of life, okay, to prove and to show his glory. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful how you speak on things. So I want to say thank you to all of you guys, but I also want to say thank you to all the naysayers, to all the people that, are negative, to all the people that um also wish negativity and put negative energy on the progress of others. Now, they can't touch me because I'm covered. Okay. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. Okay. And I am spiritually protected. And thank you so much. I feel the same thing, D. I really do. And I pray every day that I speak in a way that God wants me to speak, that I'm being used in a way that He wants me to be used. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't do this for money. I don't do this for, to even like show myself. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not my goal. Do you see what I'm saying? My goal is to grow and use the gift that I have been given and shown in a way that I have been shown that I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't just something that I just pulled out of my hat and said, oh, I'm just going to do this, because there's a responsibility I feel like that comes with even entertainment purposes. Okay. Because that's what this is. This is entertainment purposes only. I have the obligation to say that, right? But I also know that I'm gifted. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I say, you know, this is for entertainment purposes. I do not predict the future, because I don't. Okay. I don't. I do not call myself a prophet. I don't. Even though some people say that I sound in a certain way, my mother is a prophet. My grandmother was and is a prophet. So I'm trying to tell you that it is in the lineage of the women, and my great grandmother was, and she was blind, but she could see. So, and I was named after her. So the women in my family are so very powerful. Okay. When I say powerful, I mean in the art of manifestation and speaking and believing and receiving. Okay. And being very humble and very beautiful people, very wise and always striving for excellence. Oh my gosh, the women in my family. So I speak of them in that way because I strive to be in that path. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, when I was shown the first time that I had the gift that I had of seeing things, it scared me. All right. It scared the bejesus out of me, actually. I called my grandmother and I told her what happened, what I dreamed about, right? And she told me to just pray about it, pray about what I dreamed about. And I did. And can I tell you that it was maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 6 months later, my mother came back to me and told me everything that I had dreamed about. It was about my godmother and my godfather and father, and I hadn't seen them in years, but it was about them specifically. And my mother came back and told me that everything that I had dreamed, every single thing, had been represented when she had a conversation with my godmother some months later. And I hadn't seen these folks in years. God bless them. Beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? But I did pray for them. And my godfather ended up being okay. He was diagnosed with cancer. And I did have a dream that my godmother, that I was in a car. I don't know who was driving the car, but I was in the front seat of the car, and the car was going through neighborhoods, and it was their neighborhood. Jesus, I hadn't been in their neighborhood in years. And I pulled up in this car to the neighborhood, and it was like a movie, like I was watching a movie. And I was going up the steps, and my godmother was standing there in a black dress. And when I got to her, I asked her, what's going on? And she said, it's your daddy, John. And I just woke up. Well, months later, my sister and my mom saw my godmother and my god sister in the grocery store, and they told them that my godfather had cancer and that he was, cancer free, I think, at this point. And I think he had gone through chemo and treatment and that, but that this had actually was a thing, you know? And so the fact that I had told my grandmother this when I dreamed it, and that they came back and then told me that what I had dreamed was actually a thing, that's when I was like, okay, that's uncomfortable. That's different, right? And then it happened multiple times, but then it only began to increase when my son, who was special needs, who passed away before he turned 6 years old, okay, um, before he transitioned, during that time period, I was flooded with visions, okay? And then we were also taken on a journey to the other realm. I know I went to paradise. I know I went to heaven. I know I went to heaven. And with him, and then we both came back. We were both able to come back. He lived for 3 more years and then he passed away. But we went to heaven together and we both saw what it would be like. We were both shown where he would be going because I was worried about this his entire life. And he was happy to be there, and he wanted to stay. I didn't want him to. I wanted him to come back. He agreed to come back for me, with me, until he had to go back, which was happened to be 3.5 years after that. So trust me, I know that I have a gift. I know that it's a real and true thing. I'm sorry if it bothers people. I'm sorry if it scares people or if it makes them feel uncomfortable. It doesn't minimize their path. It doesn't minimize where they are in their journey with their spiritual, you know what I'm saying, presence. So I don't want people to feel like, oh, well, she thinks that she's all that because she's had these experiences. No, as a matter of fact, I run from it. Do you see what I'm saying? But at this point, I do embrace it, but it also is a heavy weight. And I was shown a lot of things that happened before Katrina that I didn't put together. And after the fact, when it comes together, that's exactly what I was shown, because I saw 2 states that were like had big holes in them with water. One of them was Texas. One of them was Texas, and the other one was near Florida. So it was in the Gulf. Let's just put it that way. And I didn't realize that that would be Katrina. And it happened I think I had these dreams maybe about 6 or so months before Katrina took place. Yeah, it was like the spring of that year that Katrina came. So y'all tell me, but that's kind of my experience and that's where I am. I don't even know what my point was, but all I know is I want to thank all of y'all because I'm here for a purpose. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if it's for 2 people, 5 people, 500, 5,000. You know what I'm saying? I know that there is a purpose and a reason, and I'm going to continue to get on here. As a matter of fact, I think that my readings have been more powerful lately, that the viewership has been kind of protected. I kind of feel like we're kind of in a protective bubble, and it's the ones that actually want to be here. So I do want us to get back in the algorithm so that we can be seen by vast audiences so that the numbers do go back up, because trust me, the numbers are where it counts. But what I think is more important is that I am more available and that I am building more of a relationship with my audience. So there it is. All right. And I'm here on this live today because I got some folks that need to be winning. And I want to announce some winners. Again, I don't know if Kennedy is here. I don't see Kennedy, but Kennedy, I love you so much. And I just wanted to give a big shout out and a thank you to you. Kennedy has been a very long time loyal member for like, I don't know what, going on 2 years now. It's been a minute. And definitely appreciate your membership and your loyalty to the channel and your nice emails that you send, and D for your beautiful comments that make me smile every day, every single day, even when the trolls are trolling. And speaking of the trolls, finally, I did want to say that trolls, you're never really welcome, but you're going to come anyway. So I might as well say that you are welcome when you're not on BS. But if you're going to just check in to see if I'm still standing, the answer is yes. And you are so welcome to witness this good energy, honey. Okay? Because I'm not going anywhere. But honestly, no, I'm here to do what I'm here to do. And I'm here to do the doggone thing. So let's get into it, y'all. Okay, let's announce these winners. The winners. Oh, as a matter of fact, before I announce the winners, I have 1 second because I have some last minute entries that I need to put into the bag. And you guys, if you would like to email me, if you have any specific spreads or specific types of readings or topics that you want to see me cover in my readings, just send me an email. Okay? My email address is queencancertarot@gmail.com. All right. I am also accepting personal readings, and I am running a sale. So all my information is below. I had to get that out there. If you have not, please make sure to drop a like. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel. Trying to get back in these algorithms. I even had a call, y'all. I had a chat session with the YouTube partners, okay, because I'm like, what the heezy is going on with the cheesy? Like, why are my notifications not going out? Why do I have 2.8K subs and 2.7 of them are somewhere in La La Land? And they definitely said that because my channel was down for some time, it had gotten out of the algorithms because it was just being presented into the YouTube streets, right? My channel was being featured as a featured channel. At one point, I was getting like 20 to 50 subscribers every single day. I mean, it was popping. Okay. And right now, it is still popping. Okay. It's still popping for those that are here and present, right? But we do need to get back out there, y'all. So just continue to hit that like button. It says, hold on, let's see. My comments are disappeared. Okay, there it is. Oh my God, I had a similar experience to that. I was at Crystal Lake in Lake Mary, Florida. I was about 4 or 5 years old. I was at the edge of the lake. Next thing I remember is bobbing up and down. And I looked up, and this girl picked me up and set me on the bank. Oh my God. Apparently, my parents had been looking for me for about an hour. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. See, that was not a mistake, my love. That's why I know this girl picked me up and set me on the bank. Wow. That's why I know some people um have a divine purpose and are divinely placed in places for a reason. And I feel like that situation was set to happen so that you would remember that. It was etched in your brain so that you would never forget that. Do you know what I'm saying? And God just wanted to show you. He wanted to show you who He is in your life. Yeah, honey, there's definitely a purpose for you. I can tell you some stories. Oh my gosh. Stories, okay? Stories. So here's what we're going to do. So, first of all, for those of you who are not aware, I know there's only a couple of us here right now, but for the replay folks, those who are going to catch it on the replay, I do announce winners weekly, okay? Typically on Fridays. Normally I'm late, but it's okay. So once a week, I will be announcing winners. So 3 people will have the opportunity to win a free reading. And it's a 3-question reading. You get to pick the questions and we go from there. So there are, I'm going to say at this point, there's got to be a good 1,000, okay, or more entries in this bag. There's so many. However, I only pull 3. I only pull 3, and all you have to do is hashtag win in the comment section if you guys would like to be entered in your chance to win. Hashtag win in the comment section. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pull 3 winners. Winner number 1. Winner number 1. Angela Mathis. Angela Mathis. Congratulations, Angela. Angela Mathis, all you have to do, my dear, is email me at queencancertarot@gmail.com to claim your prize. And hold on for 1 second because I think that the dog was left loose in the house. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. The dog was left loose. I had to put him in a cage. Can't even go live these days, folks. Can't even go live. All right. So let's see. It says, then when I was in the hospital with a life saving after having my daughter, when I woke up 2 days later, my mom was sitting by the bed. I told her that I was floating down this river. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. That is absolutely nuts. I will tell you, y'all, I definitely have a story for y'all. I'm definitely going to tell the story later. But during the time that I was in the hospital, that I had that vision where I went to heaven, my son that has special needs, okay, that passed away, he was in an entirely different hospital, okay? Both of us had gone into the hospital. Both of us had gone into the intensive care unit, and both of us had to be intubated or put on CPAP, that oxygen mask where they're forcing air into your lungs. My lungs were what, 75, 85%, like deflated, or what you call it, collapsed. And he was completely intubated, which was not the first time for him due to his condition. However, he wasn't even sick. So the fact that he went in the hospital at the same, like right around the same time I did, was unexplainable. I got diagnosed with pneumonia. We didn't catch it. It wasn't a contagious thing. How did that happen? And we both went to heaven, and we were both shown this place that would ultimately allow me. It was the only thing that allowed me to be able to help him transition, basically, over the next 3 years, because that's kind of what it was. You know what I mean? So that right there is enough for me as well. Okay. That was enough for me as well. There are no coincidences. I'm sorry. You can kill it with that Big Bang ish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not falling for it. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. I don't know why people fall for that. All right. So let's get to these winners. Let's get to these winners, y'all. I'm telling you, I could write a book, but instead I do this. Instead, I do this. It says, purest white I have ever seen. Yes, yes. We both were in white. That's how I know where I was, because I had on a white gown and there was a white sheet. Like, you think like you have hospital sheets, but these sheets were so white. It was the whitest white you have ever seen, baby. It was not a stain or nothing, a dust bunny or anything. And we were in a hospital bed, and we floated down to what looked like it was glass, but it was actually water. It was a lake. We floated from the clouds into this lake where we were received into paradise. Literally. And it was until I took his arm and made him put his arm back into the water with mine. That was when we both came out of our health medical state. Do you see what I'm saying? We were both in a medical crisis, and we both came out of it at the same time. Come on, that is not a coincidence. There are no coincidences there. And you said purest white I have ever seen. There was people on both sides smiling and waving at me. Wow. But my great grandmother told me that it wasn't my time and needed to go back. Yeah, that's something, isn't it? It's almost like a feeling of relief and devastation at the same time, right? It's such a feeling. It's such an unbelievable feeling. It's a place that you know you want to stay at, but a place that you know you don't want to be at right now. Do you know what I mean? It's especially if, like you say, if it's not your time, right? If it's not your time. It says, just felt I needed to share. That was beautiful. I'm so glad you shared that with me, because I knew you were. First of all, D, I don't know what it is about you, but there is definitely a huge glow and an aura around you. I don't know if you've been told this, but it comes through your entire uh username. It comes through your entire image on your YouTube username. There's a glow and a brightness, almost to the point where the features of your face aren't really recognizable because there's a glow around you. So I do know, my love, that you are a star seed. I do know, my love, that you are gifted, and I know that you um are part of the same tribe. So that I can tell you. I intuitively know this about you. And winner number 2, and she's not even here. You're welcome, Kennedy June. Kennedy, my boo. How did I pull your name? How did I pull your name? Well, maybe because you follow directions like Dee does every single time. I'm shocked I don't pull her name every single time, because she lives up in, I might as well just say this is Dee's bag. Because I am sure you are in here at least 5% or 10% of the entries are yours. 20. So, but this bag does go way back. So I was getting a lot of entries back in the day when the algorithms were algorithming. I know you guys are tired of hearing that word algorithm, but it is a thing, okay? Just go look it up. YouTube will tell you it's rough out here in these streets. So all the likes, all of the blessings, all the comments, good, bad, big, small, all of it matters. I love all of you guys, all the interaction. And we have a third winner. And unfortunately, it's not my boo, but it is Consuelo Rodriguez 509. Consuelo Rodriguez 5092. 5092. I didn't see the 2 until I put it up to the camera here. So, congratulations, Consuelo Rodriguez. I love you so much. And Kennedy, definitely make sure you're emailing me for your free question. For those of you who don't know, the membership is $4.99 a month. Okay, you can start and finish at, or start and stop with like 2 clicks of a button. You click it once to stop it, and then you have to click it again to confirm, and then it stops it, or you can click it to start it back up. It's $4.99 a month. It's you get all of the extendeds for free. and you get access to all of my extendeds. I have another platform, which is Gumroad. I have the link in all of the descriptions in all of my readings, and you can go to Gumroad and you have hundreds, if not thousands, of readings there to choose from. And also, that's where I upload the extendeds. So I will provide access to all the extendeds for free, but the extendeds are normally $11.11, and they range anywhere from, I'd say, 17, 18 minutes to 45 minutes, sometimes longer. So the extendeds are jam-packed. I am going to be doing weekly Cancer versus all 12 signs. So I'm going to be doing all 12 sign readings for you guys. Okay. So Cancers dealing with an Aries all the way through Pisces. You will have 12 individual readings. I will also do a twin flame reading every single week. Okay. And I will do a money bomb and I will do a love bomb for my members. Okay. And this is what I'm going to be doing going forward on a weekly basis. All right. So it pays for itself, you guys, like literally $4.99. So one live, basically one of my extendeds basically pays for the membership twice. So I will be gifting memberships as well. So, and I did promise that I'm gifting memberships. So if I can get the first 2 people in the chat to hashtag membership, you will be gifted a free monthly membership. Now, I'm not sure if it renews, but it will be good for a month. So you will get a month's worth of free access to the membership. So hashtag membership either in the chat or in the comments. Okay. So this goes for those of you guys who are sitting in the chat now, or for my replay rewatch gang, hashtag membership, and I am gifting 2 free memberships. Hashtag membership, and I will gift 2 free memberships to the first 2 people that hashtag membership in this live. Whether you do it in the chat or in the comment section is up to you. Go. Go. All right. Congratulations to my winners. And D, congratulations. You are winner number 1 of a free membership. I will make sure I figure out how I do that, and I will make sure I get you all set up. Okay. So congratulations, my love. I will make sure I get that information to you, and I get that membership gift. So I think it's like a gift, an e-certificate or something like that. So I'll get it figured out and I'll send it over to you. All right. And thank you so much. And you are so loyal, and I'm so happy that you're here today. And I appreciate you guys. And I did upload Cancer versus all 12 earlier, but I am going to upload another Cancer versus all 12. It was going to be members only. I decided to go ahead and upload the video to my collective. And I am going to be doing a love bomb and a money bomb later on this evening for my members. I will try to make sure that I reserve the weekends to upload my membership, the material for my membership. So hopefully by Sunday evening, you guys should have all of your weekly content should be uploaded for the week. That is the goal. All right. So that is my goal starting this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Also, you guys, please check out my other channels. on this platform. She reads tarot, where I read for all 12 signs, individual readings every single month. Okay. I've already gotten Aries, Taurus, and Gemini's reading done for September. And I will be working on Cancer, Leo, and Virgo this evening and tomorrow. So on, I will get the next 3. And then on Monday, I should be done with the month of September. And I will be back on track and hopefully get all 12 signs uploaded at the beginning of October, y'all. We're going to try to start October off on a good foot. Okay. Okay. All right. Other than that, y'all check out Cardi B's new album. I am definitely promoting that album because that girl has been through some crap and she is still standing. Do you understand? Um, yeah. So I'm definitely not promoting any of the nonsense, but I definitely am promoting the independence and the success that she has had despite the trifling relationships that she has had to endure. All right. So, having said that, we're going to end that on that note. I love y'all so much. I am going to upload the monthly winners, you guys. I have not done that yet. I am going to upload a video, so please look out for that. Make sure your notifications are set on all so you can be notified when all of my readings are posting and when I announce the winners. Okay. You don't have to watch them every single time you see me upload, y'all, because I'm going to be uploading like a crazy person over the next couple of weeks. So don't mind me. I'm just getting back into algorithms. So if I'm uploading 5, 10 videos at once, don't mind me, y'all. I'm just doing my thing over here. All right. So watch whatever resonates for you. You can look at the title, the thumbnail, whatever draws you, whatever pulls you. If you have time, check me out. Holla at me. I love you guys so much. Love me back in the comments. And I will see you next time. Thank y'all for stopping in. Everybody that came in and hung out with me today on a Saturday. And I am going to come back and do some readings because that's one thing that I have not done is live readings in a while. So if you guys would like me to come back on later this evening and go live and do some readings, I will be happy to do that. I am going to go to dinner probably around 4-ish, but I will be back. So maybe around 7:30, you guys, I can hop on and go live. So let me know what you guys think. You can email me once again if there's anything specific, any readings, any specific spreads that you want to see me do on this channel. I'm here for y'all. So y'all tell me what you want to see me do more of, less of, anything different. I'm here for it. I love you guys. I am here for you, just like y'all have been here for me. I appreciate you. Take care and you have a beautiful, happy Saturday. God bless you. And I will see you next time. Bye.